Remember the circle illustration? Our head? We opened it at the beginning of the course to release toxins and gases, paralyzing thoughts, erroneous perceptions, limiting beliefs, and excessive anxieties. We did this by sharing the pain, forgiving others and ourselves. We untied the associative connection between the event and the pain, dulled the emotion associated with dramatic pain, found the positive and the negative, reflected on ourselves from a distance, and discovered that we can invent alternative memories. And now it's time to say goodbye to our unwanted memories, to throw them into the recycle bin, to close the circle. But I love my painful memories. They are part of me. How can I completely abandon them forever? And I'm still in process with my therapist or psychologist. In any case, I don't like sudden endings. Okay, so don't slam the door. Let's close it slowly. I want to reiterate and remind you, most psychoanalysts focus on the past. And of course, you've heard a million times that what happened in our childhood is the key for understanding our situation in the present and future. If you explore your trauma, pain, and disappointments, if you don't ignore them, if you don't suppress them, you will come to understand yourself and improve your situation. Now look, if you've managed to overcome issues, or if you feel that your therapist, psychologist, or friend is helping you understand, accept, and grow from your pain, that's terrific. But there is a stage at which, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many experts, wallowing in the past can lead to adverse results. As I mentioned in the beginning of the course, when you constantly focus on painful memories, when you keep poking around in the wound, it hurts. This indulgence causes depression and a sore mood, and sometimes may cause additional emotional harm. So if you feel after years of therapy that you have not gotten to the root of the pain, that you don't feel any progress, that the pain is still intolerable, chances are you will not progress any further. Unless you close the circle once and for all. Quit therapy and close the circle, meaning, if you have not gotten the hint, stop digging into past painful memories completely, whether it's with a friend or a therapist. Just don't. Even if you feel like it, okay? No, close, lock, seal it off, and throw away the key. So how do you close the circle? Well, when we want to save a document on our computer, we press save, right? When we want to erase it, we click delete. So give your brain a delete command. What am I, a computer that can give commands to my brain? It's my brain that gives me the commands. Not true. You are your own mind's programmer. Many fMRI studies have shown that a person can give a command to his brain to forget, and the mind will forget it. And I'll give you a small example of our ability to give such a command. Have you ever had a hard time falling asleep at night because, something bothered you, maybe a task you did not complete, an unpleasant conversation that you need to have the next day, finding a solution for a problem that is troubling you? Now, what we normally do to fall asleep is think about something pleasant and relaxing, right? For example, a beach in Thailand, a field of poppies. Well, apparently this is a mistake, because now the brain is busy with two tasks. It is searching for a solution for a problem that's troubling us, and additionally, a pleasant thought that will help us fall asleep. Meaning, it is working at full power on two tasks, which is only going to keep us awake, not help us fall asleep as we would hope. Therefore, you need to give your brain an erase command to tell it, dear brain, tomorrow at 10 a.m. we will find a solution for the problem that is troubling us. Not now, tomorrow at 10 a.m. We've now removed the problem and the agenda from our mind, and our mind now understands that it is in silent mode, that it is currently not handling the problem, and in computer terms, it is disconnected. We've turned off our mind's Wi-Fi. And this is what we'll do right now. A command to delete the memory from our brain. Tell your brain, dear brain, we are not discussing or thinking about what happened anymore. Never erase this memory. In the coming week, if you remember a trauma or a painful memory, take a breath and repeat the command. Dear brain, we are not discussing or thinking about what happened anymore. Never erase this memory. And yes, the memory may demand your attention for some period of time and will continue to pop up, and you will not give up. You will give it a command again and again. Dear brain, we are not discussing or thinking about what happened anymore. Okay? Never erase this memory. In the long term, the memory will stop popping up if you've carried out all the stages. I once read an entertaining philosophical thought. If we get our head cut off and the head and body are on the ground, who is actually on the ground? Us and our body, or us and our head? Or maybe something else entirely. In Buddhist philosophy, there is a concept that is a bit hard to understand and accept: what we are not. We are not the sum of our organs. We are not the profession we've learned, nor our job or our hobbies. We are also not our past. Our past is a random collection of things that happened to us for good and for worse. Our human tendency is to see and adopt the things that belong to us and crave what we don't have. We believe that what is ours is really ours. This is because of a clear evolutionary trait, attachment. We humans get attached to things. We get attached to objects, ideas, foods, places, habits, and other humans. This attachment becomes a possession and an ownership that is unhealthy and bad for us. And it is painful in the case of separation or loss. Everything is apparently ours. The words me and mine are the most common words in every language in the world after the word I. This is my place. We will drive in my car. It is my turn. This is my father and this is my daughter. Sorry, but they are not. Humans don't belong to us. Our property doesn't belong to us. Not even our bodies. It is not ours. One day, it will disintegrate and decompose in the grave. And even when we received it, we did not choose it. Do you know how many people look at the mirror and tell themselves, this is not me. I don't feel like the image I see in this mirror. Inside, I am much younger, more handsome, impressive, happy, and different. The process of letting go, the non-attachment principle, is an entire philosophy in Buddhism. Now, I will not enter into a discussion on the matter because I don't agree with part of the non-attachment philosophy. I am in favor of getting attached. I think it's fun to be attached. But I'm also in favor of letting go and separating when it's not pleasant anymore. I think it's better to feel love, even if it was a strong love that eventually ended, than not falling in love at all. When my closest childhood friend, Yariv Bar Yosef, may he rest in peace, committed suicide a few minutes after we spoken on the phone, I went through a period of shock, pain, and anger for what he had done, but also relief. I asked myself, would it really have been better if I hadn't known him at all, so that I didn't suffer the pain of the tragic ending of his life and our friendship? And the answer is unequivocally no. I prefer a great friendship with a sudden ending than never experiencing that friendship at all, because it was never mine. I enjoyed a borrowed friendship for 20 years. We receive a borrowed life for the number of years we were granted them.